Why do people do this? They hear the word or the phrase cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, and they automatically assume that it's this very complicated technical issue, when it's not. Any 4-year-old could do this if it was legal for a 4-year-old to do it. I'm going to show you exactly how simple it is. These people trying to sell you books and lessons and classes and all this crap on cryptocurrency, they're the people scamming you. They want you to think it's complicated so they can sell their books and their lessons and their classes and all this other crap. I promise you, anyone can do this. Even if they're mentally challenged, they can do it blindfolded. You don't have to be a math wizard. You don't have to be this high-tech computer geek. It's all very, very simple. Anytime you're dealing with money and bank accounts and finances, you're going to have scammers somewhere in the shadows back there. And with crypto, because people assume that it's so complicated, it makes it even easier for them to scam people and to say things like, don't buy Bitcoin, buy my coin. Bitcoin, you know, is yesterday, my coin is today. All this crap, don't listen to any of it. We're still in the infancy of cryptocurrency. That's your main concern, is not getting scammed and not listening, not getting sidetracked by the scammers. And that is why I'm trying to make this video for you, to keep you on the straight and narrow, to keep you from branching off to the scammers, and to keep everything simple and very secure for you. That is the point of this video. I've been investing in cryptocurrency since 2013, and I think it was April 2013. I know what I'm talking about. Listen to me, it's all very, very simple. I will recommend that you be careful, and I also recommend that you start with Bitcoin before you branch out to all these other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is the original crypto. It's the safest one. It's been around from the start, 2009, almost 10 years now. It's a matter of signing up for an exchange, which is free, and making your first purchase of Bitcoin. It's simple. If Bitcoin's price is at $10,000 and you invest, you buy $100 worth, and the next day it goes to $11,000, Bitcoin has increased by 10%. Okay, the value of Bitcoin has increased by 10%, which means the value of your $100 has increased 10%, which means you would have $110. This is all there is to it. And if it drops from 10,000 to 9,000, it loses 10%, so your $100 now turns into $90. What you have to be careful with is what exchange you use. Some of them are scammers. Some of them overcharge you for everything. Some of them nickel and dime the living hell out of you. Some of them are uninsured. You know, I hate to plug anyone or any service that has to do with cryptocurrency, because it makes me sound like just another scammer or salesman, and I'm not. There is a link to the best and most secure exchange on the internet in the description of this video. And once you invest $100, you will get $10 free. I highly recommend going to Coinbase, because it is in America, it is insured. Your selection of coins is limited to 4, and again, I would start with Bitcoin just to get your feet wet and to learn what's going on. There's other reasons I recommend Coinbase, and a big one is how easy it is to use. If you have a PayPal account and you can use PayPal, you can certainly use Coinbase. That's how easy it is. I think right now Coinbase has disassociated themselves with PayPal for whatever reason. So you can't use PayPal to buy and sell. You're gonna have to do it straight from your bank. So once your bank is connected and you're ready to make your purchase, if you use the link below, your initial $100 will turn into $110. Once you go to Coinbase, you'll see 4 coins that you have to choose from. There's Bitcoin, that's the original Bitcoin. Then you'll find Bitcoin Cash, and then you'll find Ethereum and Litecoin. Once you set up an account and connect your bank or your funding source with Coinbase, and this process might take you a few days to get approved. They're going to make sure that you are you and you are who you say you are and all that good stuff. You're ready to buy. You're ready to make your first purchase. And once again, I'm going to keep harping on this. Stick with Bitcoin. If you want to branch out later, and if later, when you're more experienced, you want access to more coins, you can join as many exchanges as you want to join. The last count, last I paid any attention to how many coins there were, there was 1,320 coins, tokens, and just other crap that I'm telling you guys, be very, very, very careful with getting involved in alternative cryptos. Some of them are very, very shady. Shell out anything for anything except what you want your initial investment to be, which is your money. It doesn't go somewhere unknown for some person to use for something else. It's still your money. You can withdraw it with a click of a mouse and stick it right back into your bank account. The definition is basically a currency that's an alternative to the US dollar and all other national currencies, and it's global and can be used on the internet. That's it. It's digital currency. It's like investing in the US dollar, which would be a stupid investment because the value continues to go down. But cryptocurrency continues to go up, and this is because the value of it is dependent on the demand for it, and over the years the demand keeps going up and up. And with Bitcoin, there's a limited supply of it. Only a certain amount of Bitcoin can be made. As more and more people want it, the value of it continues to rise. If less people want it, the value of it goes down. Even though it's been around for 10 years, people are just starting to catch on to what it is and how safe it is and what it does and what it means. It's basically an alternative investment. If you don't want your money going to Wall Street and polluting the air or paying slave wages to your employees or denying people health care, then an alternative for you, if you don't want to be involved in all that greed and all that heartache and all that misery and death, then you invest in cryptocurrency. And your money will not be spent on anything that has anything to do with the horrors of humanity. Most people's money works against them, and so now that you're an investor and you're into it, you will find that your money is working for you to make more money. That's the greatest thing about investing wisely. You make money while you sleep. You make money while you're busy making more money. That's the whole point. I think we're approaching a Bitcoin boom. I don't have a crystal ball, and I can't say that for certain. But there are indications that more and more and more people are going to be wanting it, which means the demand is much higher, which means the value is much higher, and the supply is lower. We will not see the end of the supply in our lifetime, but as we approach the end of the supply and the demand continues, the price will go higher. Ultimately, there will be no more Bitcoin production, and the only Bitcoin that is available are the ones that are out there. Unlike the US dollar, they can't just continue to make more and more. The hardest part in all of this is going to be setting up your exchange. It can be very tedious and very time consuming. It helps a lot to keep in mind that this is for your safety and for your benefit. And it's really easy to get pissed off and throw up your hands and say, you know what, this is stupid. But they're going to go the extra mile to make sure that you are you and you own the bank account that you say you own. And this is to make sure, again, that no one can pretend they're you. And some banks are not real big on taking your money out of Wall Street and putting it into crypto because they're not getting a piece of the action. If that's your bank, if you have some small, unknown, hillbilly bank, you know, you can bang heads with these people. They're trying to hold you back. Or you can just transfer your money and start another bank account somewhere else who actually wants you to succeed in life. From that point, if your first initial investment is $100, you'll type in $100. That will tell you what percentage of one Bitcoin that you're buying, and then just click finalize or whatever the hell the button is, and you're done. Your bank will show $100 less in your bank account, and your Bitcoin wallet will show $100 more in your Bitcoin wallet. That purchase and all of your other purchases, sales, transfers, and everything else will all be archived right there on Coinbase. You'll get to see exactly what you did many years from now on whatever date this is that you're watching this video or you decide to do this. It never goes away. It's there for your access. It's like, wow, my first purchase was $100 and I bought 1/100th of a Bitcoin. Or whatever, It'll show you the exact percentage, exact amount of Bitcoin that you bought. The history of Bitcoin has proven itself over and over and over throughout the years. Congratulations and welcome to the world of cryptocurrency. A better way to invest. Look, I sound like a damn commercial, don't I? Someone tell me to shut up. If you have any questions after watching this video, or if you have any comments, feel free to leave them and I will respond to them.